Hi there, my name is Matti Sulanto, and these were my favorite cameras, lenses and accessories in 2019. But before I start talking about my favorite gear, let me talk about my profile picture here on this channel. Somebody was asking in the comments why I don't have a profile photo. Well, I'd like to have it, but something like 2 weeks ago my profile photo disappeared and I can't re-upload it. Believe me, I've tried several times. And yeah, so far it seems there's nothing I can do about it. I hope it will reappear at some point because the generic symbol I have there right now looks really stupid. But just in case someone else is wondering why there is no profile photo, that's the answer. I can't have it right now, I'm sorry. Now that we got the profile photo thing out of the way, I can start talking about my favorite gear that I used in 2019. Obviously the gear that I chose is something that I've really used, and some of the gear is older gear. It was launched before 2019, but it's still my favorite, so I thought I will include it on this list. And the first accessory I want to talk about is audio accessory, and it's the Saramonic Blink 500. This is currently my favorite wireless microphone system. The reason I like this Saramonic a lot is that I have two transmitters that I can pair with one receiver. So if I have a guest, I'm making an interview or something, I can have a microphone on both myself and my guest. This is really good, relatively inexpensive wireless microphone system, and if you'd like to have a full review of this, I can make one. Just let me know in the comments down below. I don't usually make audio reviews here or audio gear reviews on this channel because this is mostly about photography and cameras. But if you're interested in this Saramonic Blink 500 system, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll make a full review of this microphone system. And the next accessory I want to talk about is a video light, or it can be used for photography, of course, also. Some of you may have seen my video that I made of my video gear some time ago. I'll put a link up there just in case you haven't seen it and you'd like to check it out. In that video I was talking about that I have to get a new video light. And right now I have a new video light. It's right here lighting me right now. This light that I have is a Let Go Versatile VM232. It's a really great light. This light that I have here, it's not mine, it's on loan from Focus Nordic Finland. The guys at Focus Nordic were really kind and let me borrow this light and try it properly before I make any decisions to purchase it. But I really do like this light. It's like the name implies, it's really versatile and powerful, and it's completely silent, and I have a full review coming up of this light because it definitely deserves a full dedicated video, and it can be used also for photography. But this is my absolute favorite light currently. It's one of the best video lights I have ever used. It's such a great light, but enough of that already. I've said too many kind words already. I'll have a full review coming up, and I'll talk more about the light in that. But just to let you know that this is a really great light that I like a lot. And my favorite camera still in 2019 and probably also in 2020 is the Lumix G9. Especially now that there's the new 2.0 firmware, which make this camera even better than it already was. And this is my favorite camera whenever I'm doing some like personal project or some casual photography, street photography or whatever. It handles beautifully, and the size is pretty much right for me. It's really easy to handle, not too small, not too big, and I have several videos about this camera, and I'll put one link up here just in case you haven't seen it and you want to check it out. So even in 2019, this is my all around favorite camera. And my favorite lens still in 2019 is the 15mm f1.7 to go with the G9. This is a small light lens that is extremely sharp and reasonably fast at f1.7, and it's just a really great lens for all-around photography. For me, I understand that some people don't care about the fixed focal length or prime lens as their like a favorite or only lens, but for me, if I had to pick just one lens to use for the rest of my life with the G9, it would be this 15mm probably. So this combination still in 2019 is my all-around favorite camera that I like to use the most. But I think the best overall camera in the Lumix lineup right now is the S1R, which is a full-frame camera, really expensive camera, has a lot of pixels and all that, but it's not because of those features or things that I think this is the best camera. I think it's the usability and the user interface that is so much better, or maybe not so much better, but better than on any other Lumix camera. I mean any other like Micro Four Thirds camera. First of all, the viewfinder is gorgeous, and the customizability is even better than, for example, on the G9. And the menu structure or the menus are better, even though the menus on the G9 are not bad. They are actually pretty good. But the menu system on the S-series cameras is even better. And I hope these improved features find their way to the next Micro Four Thirds flagship camera and all Micro Four Thirds cameras at some point. It would make them even better than they already are. The reason this is not my favorite camera is that it's kind of big and heavy for many casual shooting situations, but I like to use this camera a lot when I need or when I want to have that extra image quality and extra pixels that this camera has. And the best Lumix lens in 2019 is without any questions the 50mm 1.4 full frame lens that could go with this S1R really well. Unfortunately, I don't have the lens right now here. I had to return it to Panasonic after I used it for a bit. But it's such a gorgeous lens. It's very sharp but not harsh, and it just renders beautifully. It's a very big lens, very expensive lens, and it's not for everybody. I get it, and I wouldn't use it every day or for all my photography, of course, but for some occasions it's really worth it, I think. And those people who own it, I'm sure they will appreciate it a lot. And there's also one more lens I'd like to mention, and it's the lens that is pointing at me right now. It's the 10 to 25mm f1.7 zoom lens, which is a bit of a controversial lens in the Micro Four Thirds lineup. It's quite heavy and big and expensive for a Micro Four Thirds lens, but especially for video work, it's a really great lens. And if you already have a lot of Micro Four Thirds gear and you are doing a lot of video shooting and you'd like to have a lens that is a bit special, then I think you should consider this. Even though it's a bit expensive, I don't think you will be disappointed. It's a great lens, of course, for photography, but I still think its benefits stand out a lot better in video work. So that's it, my favorite gear in 2019. But I'd be interested to know about your favorite gear in 2019, so please leave me a comment down below. And also don't forget to subscribe to my monthly newsletter. There's a link in the description, but you can also go directly to my website sulanto.fi to subscribe. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Friday the 3rd next year. And after that, I'll be back in my normal schedule, twice a week schedule again. And yeah, nothing more this time. I'll see you in the next one on Friday the 3rd. See ya.